Hello friends, today I'm going to explain you how to do intent as well as using a radio button and a button and text box. So these are all things we'll use and we'll get to know how to use them in our programmation. So this is Joel Starukar. So first I had an linear layout here. So linear layout in the sense you objects or elements or the features are placed one after the other in a vertical way or a horizontal way. So I have given the orientation as vertical, so it will be placed one of the other. Then I have width as it should match the whole screen. Then I have height as it should match the whole screen. Then I have a button, Android ID. uh, this is my button I have created. So a button have an ID, width and height, and I have a text on it. So these are the things I have it. So I have it's all Android a colon ID. Then width will be matching the whole parent. The container is my linear layout, so it will be contain the whole. Then height will be it will be wrapping text, so it will be exactly the same size of the text we entered or something. Then I have an edit text box here. Edit text box I have an ID. Here I have along with ID, width and height I have EMS, that is the size of it. Then I have an input type. The input type in the sense we can give it will be like text or number, integer or decimal type or something like that. So I have here number as decimal type, so you can see it here. So what are all there? Sorry, input type equals to, then I have date, limit, number decimal, number password. So these are all the things I have it. So I'm just giving as number decimal here. Then I have hint as distance. Then I'm gravity to center, so it will come to center. Then I have a radio group which has an ID as RG radio group. Then I have width and height here. Now I have an 3-4 radio buttons in the radio group, so I'm closing the radio group here. So remember that all the radio buttons should be inside the radio group, so it thinks that these are all in the same radio group. So we cannot select multiple radio buttons. So we can select only one radio button in one radio group. So I have a radio group, then I have a tag for it, then layout itinerary, and I also have text for it. So for all the things I have it. One is meters, kilometers to meters, then meters to kilometers, meters to centimeters, and centimeters to meters. So all these four things I have it for different radio buttons. Then I have at last one more button that has a submit button, have text and layout gravity to center, so it will be exactly in the center of my table. Now I'll go to my main activity Java. In my main activity, since I have two buttons, I have one button here and one button object, and here I have a radio button object here and radio group object here, and a text edit text object here. So first I need to find the view of it. So here I have a button, I'm finding it. So first we need to cast it into button, then find view by ID. I'm just finding that view by ID. R dot I dot, here there I have given the ID as button, so I'm just finding it R dot ID dot button. Next I have a submit button, I'm just finding it the same way. Then edit text button, and I also have here I have a radio group button also. So I'm finding a radio group, find view ID R dot ID dot this. So first one is Google, so when I press it, it should go to the Google page. So I have an I'm setting on click listener for this button, so new view dot on click listener. Then I have public void on click view. Then I'm just starting an activity, a new activity, intent I equal to action view, that ur dot parse, I'm passing it to http://www.google.co.in. So I'm just transferring it to google.com. Then I have I'm first finding it, so I have submit button. So when the user clicks the submit button, it goes here. So and because I have set on click listener here, so I'm just because it always returns the ID is always an integer, so I have it dot get checked radio button ID. So I'm getting the which the user checked that radio button ID. I'm storing it in selected, so rd dot get checked radio button ID. Then I have RB equal to radio button find view by ID selected, so I'm just having that selected there. Then I'm trying it float dot parse float edit text dot get text dot to string. I'm just parsing it because there I have given as number as decimal, so I'm just having it because I need to do an number manipulation here, so I'm just having it in try catch block here. Then I have if rb dot get tag equals to, because I have different tags to here, I'm just according to it I'm just changing my calculated value into 1000 plus meters it is, or divided by 1000 to get meters, or divided by 100 to get meters, and into 100 I'm getting meters. Here I'm getting centimeters, here I'm getting centimeters, here I'm getting meters. So I'm just, after that you can also toast. So toast is something that it just displays and it goes off. It's like a toasting something on the screen. So toast dot make test get application context comma which what is the value you want to toast dot length how much you want to have, then dot show, so it shows the text here. And as the user presses it goes to another activity int in equal to new int, in bracket we have get application context comma which page you want to migrate, or which page which activity you want to go, that a class. Then I dot input extra, so this is used to send text from one activity to another activity. So intent dot put extra in bracket key and value, so my key is calculated value, my value is equal to c val, just starting that activity. So in my second activity XML, sorry, in my second activity I just have a text view and a button just to go back. Then in the text view this is a linear layout, same vertical, I just an ID for it, just height and ID for it. Then I have button, I have ID, and on click I just give, so we can directly here without setting on click listener in my Java file in XML directly we can click on click go back. So here because I have a text box T, since I am sending an values from my old that first activity to second activity, I can get easily by having it here. I'm just creating an intent, so intent in equal to get intent, so string str equal to intent dot get string extra, because I'm sending a string here, so I'm just having that a string extra and calculated value. So in dot get string extra calculated value. So I'm just finding the text view, then I'm just setting the text to star. So whatever I'm just sending it here in dot get string extra in bracket the key value, not the value, that the key value we are giving it here, and I'm just sending it here. And user presses back, I'm just migrating it to my old page. And now we will see how this application works. So I have my phone here, so we can use this, using this proceed without this. So this is my phone, sorry, need to drag it here, oh, sorry, still it is, the Gradle is still building here. So we'll see what happens here. So installing the API here, so it's launching the activity, so the activity is launched. So it asking for, if I press Google here, it is asking which site I need to open it. So if I open it here, it will be displayed here. Then it's asking for distance, so if I type a distance of 1000, then if I select meters to kilometers, I'm just submitting it, so it just goes 1 kilometer. So if I press back, it goes back. Then if I give 1 kilometers to meters, I'm just submitting it, it goes 1000 meters, go back. And then if I give 100 centimeters to meters, then it gives 1 meter. So this is how we can use this. Thank you so much.